London, a city that breathes history, a living, breathing museum of human endeavor and resilience, a tapestry woven with threads of royalty, revolution and resilience. Each corner of this city tells a story, each stone whispers secrets of the past. I arrived on a crisp autumn day, the air thick with the scent of damp earth and coal smoke. The leaves, a riot of reds and golds, crunched underfoot as I made my way through the bustling streets. The city, a behemoth of brick and stone, stretched before me, its spires piercing the overcast sky. The grandeur of the Palace of Westminster and the timeless presence of Big Ben stood as sentinels of history watching over the city. I had come seeking solace, a sanctuary for a mind in turmoil, a heart heavy with unspoken burdens. The quiet corners of London's parks and gardens offered a refuge, a place to sit and reflect amidst the chaos. London, I hoped, would be my respite, a place to lose myself in the swirling currents of its ancient streets and find myself anew. The narrow alleys with their cobblestone paths and historic buildings seemed to hold the promise of discovery. The rhythmic clatter of carriage wheels on cobblestones, a sound that echoed through the ages, brought a sense of continuity, a connection to those who had walked these streets before me. The cries of hawkers peddling their wares, the vibrant energy of the street markets filled the air with a sense of life and vitality. Each vendor, with their unique call, added to the symphony of the city, the murmur of 1,000 conversations. These were the sounds of London's heartbeat. The city was alive, a tapestry of voices and stories, each contributing to the rich mosaic of urban life. I wandered through its labyrinthine streets, each turn revealing a new vista, a hidden courtyard, a glimpse into the city's layered past. The hidden courtyards, often overlooked, were sanctuaries of tranquility amidst the urban sprawl. The weight of my own troubles seemed to lessen with every step, as if the city itself was absorbing my anxieties, offering in return a sense of perspective, a reminder that I was but one soul amidst millions, all navigating the complexities of existence. In the midst of the crowd, I found a strange comfort in the anonymity, a sense of belonging to something greater than myself. The Thames River, winding its way through the heart of the city, was a constant companion. Its waters, reflecting the ever-changing skies, seemed to carry away my worries, leaving me with a sense of peace. As evening fell, the city transformed. Streetlights cast a warm glow, and the hum of conversation filled the air as people gathered in cafes and pubs. The city, now bathed in the soft light of dusk, felt like a different world, one filled with possibilities and dreams. I found solace in the quiet corners of cozy bookstores, where the scent of old books and the soft rustle of pages provided a comforting backdrop. These sanctuaries of knowledge and imagination offered a respite from the outside world. The theatres of London, with their grand facades and bright marquee lights, were beacons of culture and creativity. Attending a play or a musical was a reminder of the city's rich artistic heritage and its ability to inspire and uplift. Walking through the quiet streets at night with the city lights reflecting on the wet pavement, I felt a sense of calm and clarity. The city, in its stillness, offered a moment of introspection, a chance to connect with my inner self. The cafes, with their inviting aromas of freshly brewed coffee and baked goods, were places of connection and conversation. Here, amidst the clinking of cups and the murmur of voices, I found moments of joy and companionship. The museums, with their vast collections of art and artifacts, were windows into the past and the present. Each exhibit told a story, each piece of art a reflection of human creativity and expression. The libraries, with their quiet halls and endless shelves of books, were sanctuaries of knowledge and learning. Here I could lose myself in the pages of a book, finding solace in the words and wisdom of others. The street performers, with their music and artistry, brought a sense of magic and wonder to the everyday. Their performances were a reminder of the city's vibrant spirit and its ability to surprise and delight. As the sun set, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, I felt a sense of gratitude for the city that had welcomed me with open arms. London, with its rich history and vibrant present, had become my sanctuary, a place where I could find peace and renewal. In the end, London was more than just a city. It was a living, breathing entity that embraced me, offering solace and strength. It was a sanctuary for the weary soul, a place where I could find myself amidst the chaos and beauty of life. My journey to London was driven by a duality of purpose. It was a city that promised both enlightenment and escape, a place where the old and the new coexisted in a delicate balance. The skyline, a blend of historic landmarks and modern skyscrapers, seemed to mirror my own internal conflict. On one hand, I yearned to immerse myself in the city's intellectual heart, to walk the same streets as some of the greatest thinkers in history. The British Museum, with its vast collections, and the University of London, with its storied halls, called to me like sirens of knowledge. I wanted to engage with its great minds, to be part of conversations that could change the way I saw the world. The library, a sanctuary of thought, was a place where ideas flowed freely, where every whisper could be a revelation. To delve into the depths of philosophy and natural science, to uncover truths that had eluded me thus far. The old books with their worn pages and the modern labs with their cutting-edge research represented the spectrum of human understanding. London, with its renowned universities, was a beacon of learning. University College London and King's College London stood as pillars of academic excellence, their campuses bustling with the energy of inquiry and discovery. Its bustling coffee houses, where ideas were exchanged as freely as currency, were the breeding grounds of innovation. In these dimly lit rooms, over cups of steaming coffee, the seeds of revolutions were sown, promised to be a wellspring of knowledge. The cozy cafes, with their intimate settings, were perfect for solitary study or spirited debate. Each table, a potential forum for intellectual exchange. I craved the stimulation of debate, the clash of ideas that could sharpen my own thoughts. The passionate arguments, the fervent discussions, were the lifeblood of intellectual growth. The challenge of new perspectives, the opportunity to see the world through different eyes. The lecture halls where speakers shared their insights and the intimate conversations. Where ideas were dissected and examined were the arenas of my intellectual battles, the expansion of my own understanding, the chance to push the boundaries of my knowledge. The philosophical texts, the study groups were the tools I used to build my mental arsenal. Yet, beneath this thirst for knowledge, there lurked a shadow, a persistent ache of personal anguish. It was a darkness that threatened to overshadow my quest for enlightenment. A recent loss, its edges still raw, had left me unmoored, adrift in a sea of grief and uncertainty. The rainy streets of London, with their melancholic beauty, seemed to echo my inner turmoil. A recent loss, its edges still raw, had left me unmoored, adrift in a sea of grief and uncertainty. The rainy streets of London, with their melancholic beauty, seemed to echo my inner turmoil. The cityscape, blurred by raindrops on the window, was a reflection of my own blurred emotions, adrift in a sea of grief and uncertainty. The crowded streets, filled with people going about their lives, only heightened my sense of isolation. I felt like a ghost moving through the world, but not truly part of it. I carried this sorrow with me, a heavy cloak draped over my shoulders, its weight threatening to suffocate me. The park benches where I often sat alone were my places of refuge, yet they also reminded me of my solitude, its weight threatening to suffocate me. My hands, often clenched in tension, were a physical manifestation of my inner struggle. The moments when I sat with my head in my hands were the times when the anguish felt most overwhelming. I hoped that by immersing myself in the pursuit of knowledge, I might find some measure of solace, some distraction from the turmoil within. The quiet libraries and the engaging lectures were my sanctuaries, places where I could lose myself in the world of ideas. Some distraction from the turmoil within. The museums and art galleries, with their treasures of human creativity, offered me a different kind of solace. Each painting, each artifact was a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, a reminder that beauty could emerge from pain. London's intellectual circles welcomed me with open arms. The city, with its rich history and vibrant culture, seemed to be a magnet for some of the brightest minds of our time. It was a place where ideas flowed freely, and every conversation held the promise of new insights and discoveries. I found myself amidst renowned scientists, their conversations filled with the wonders of the natural world, their minds alight with the thrill of discovery. These were individuals who had dedicated their lives to unraveling the mysteries of the universe, and their passion was palpable. Whether they were discussing the latest findings in paleontology or the intricacies of quantum mechanics, their enthusiasm was infectious. I attended lectures at the Royal Society where groundbreaking theories were debated and dissected, The atmosphere in these lectures was electric, with every attendee hanging on to the speaker's every word. It was here that I witnessed firsthand the relentless pursuit of knowledge, the drive to push the boundaries of what we know and understand. I spent countless hours in the hushed halls of the British Museum, surrounded by artifacts from across the globe, each one a testament to the ingenuity and resilience of the human spirit. The museum was a treasure trove of human history, with each exhibit telling a story of discovery, innovation, and survival. As I wandered through its vast corridors, I couldn't help but feel a deep sense of connection to the past, to the countless generations that had come before me. I engaged in spirited discussions with philosophers, their words challenging my preconceived notions, forcing me to confront the complexities of existence. These conversations were not just intellectual exercises, they were deeply personal explorations of what it means to be human. We delved into topics that ranged from the nature of reality to the ethical implications of our actions, each discussion leaving me with more questions than answers. We debated the nature of consciousness, exploring the depths of the human mind and the mysteries that lie within. What does it mean to be aware? How do our thoughts and emotions shape our perception of the world? These were questions that had no easy answers, yet we tackled them with fervor, each perspective adding a new layer to our understanding. The existence of a higher power, a topic that has been the subject of debate for centuries. Is there a divine force guiding our lives, or are we simply the product of random chance? The discussions were intense, with each participant bringing their own beliefs and experiences to the table. It was a humbling experience, reminding me of the vast diversity of thought that exists in the world, the meaning of life itself. What is our purpose? Why are we here? These existential questions have plagued humanity for as long as we have been able to think and reason. Our debates were not just about finding answers, but about understanding the different ways in which people seek meaning and fulfillment in their lives. These encounters, though intellectually stimulating, did little to alleviate the personal turmoil that raged within me. Despite the wealth of knowledge and insight that surrounded me, I found myself grappling with my own inner demons. The more I learned, the more I realized how little I truly understood. It was a paradox that left me feeling both enlightened and overwhelmed. If anything, they only served to amplify my own sense of insignificance, my own struggles paling in comparison to the vastness of the universe and the enduring mysteries of human existence. The more I delved into the intellectual landscape of London, the more I was confronted with the enormity of the unknown. It was a humbling experience, one that left me with a profound sense of awe and wonder, but also a deep-seated sense of my own limitations. Yet in this vast sea of knowledge and discovery, I found a strange comfort, for in recognizing my own smallness, I also recognized the boundless potential for growth and understanding that lay ahead.